Díomh Accordia agus tá fáilte roimh go léir go dtí an ócáid speisialta seo. Good evening everyone, and you're all very welcome to the 11th Annual Community and Voluntary Awards. This year we are proud to present our annual awards online in a virtual ceremony. We do this to ensure our volunteers can enjoy the recognition and acknowledgement they deserve in a truly testing year. This evening's proceedings are hosted by Laois County Council in association with Laois Public Participation Network, and I would especially like to thank our sponsors, People First Credit Union. I would also like to acknowledge the support of our elected members in all they do in delivering programmes of work in Laois. Tonight we especially welcome all our nominees, and this evening we can honour people like you in communities all over the county and all that you have achieved. We also welcome those of you who have made nominations. The judges were very impressed this year by the ongoing commitment of so many people who work together and achieve so much with so little. Your efforts are a prime example of how local communities are making a real difference and a practical difference to the quality of our lives, and it is people like you who make Laois a better place to live. Laois County Council, together with Laois PPN, congratulates you all and wishes to thank you sincerely for such dedication and volunteerism across Laois. As with every awards ceremony, we know that not everyone can hold that winning prize. However, everyone has achieved something very special. Your nomination demonstrates your community's recognition of the repeated commitment you give to your local area. These awards give us all the opportunity to recognise this publicly and to say thank you to each and every one of you from your community, Laois County Council and Laois PPN. And so, to start off the event, I would like to invite the Cathaoirleach of Laois County Council, Councillor Catherine Fitzgerald, to say a few words, followed by the Chief Executive of Laois County Council, Mr John Mulholland. After John, we will hear from Mr John Oxley, Laois PPN Secretariat, to say a few words, and then Carol Murphy, People First Credit Union and sponsor of the awards.
Good evening everyone. I want to warmly welcome you all here tonight to the Laois Community and Voluntary Awards 2020. It's a great pleasure for me to celebrate this evening with you and to acknowledge the incredible contribution made by the community and voluntary sector here in County Laois. The nominees here tonight represent so many groups, organisations and individuals in the county, all of whom freely give of their time and efforts. You all use your own unique talents, skills and commitments to make Laois a better place in which to live, work and visit. This year has been particularly challenging, and we are here this evening to acknowledge your selfless dedication and commitment to your community through giving your time, your cooperation, your imagination and your hard work to help your communities. I'd like to acknowledge also, on behalf of the members of Laois County Council, the Association of Laois Public Participation Network with this year's awards. Laois Public Participation Network is the main link through which organisations in Laois can interact with Laois County Council. PPN volunteers both promote and support the work of the community sector and have put in on your behalf into policy making in the county. I congratulate those who voluntarily give up their time to come to meetings and participate so they can represent you in this way. I would also like to thank the People First Credit Union, who have very generously sponsored us again this year. Finally, my congratulations and thanks to all for the work you have carried out in your various areas of work in the community. Thank you, and I wish you well in your future endeavours.
Good evening everybody. Agus Díomh go léir. One of the things I most look forward to at this time of the year is the occasion that is the Laois Community and Voluntary Awards. It is always, I believe, a great occasion for all and a chance to share experiences, to catch up with each other and to consider new initiatives in the year ahead. While the awards take place this year by way of virtual means, it must be stated that for 2020 in particular, the volunteering has been very real in every aspect. More than ever, I've seen this year through the Community Forum the real work that takes place at ground level, the enduring spirit that resides in our communities and the selfless acts of kindness on behalf of both individuals and groups. Indeed, I can cast my mind back to late March. the anxiety, the uncertainty, and indeed the fear that befell our communities. How could we cope? But thanks to the many, including sports organisations, Tidy Towns groups, Order of Malta, Civil Defence, the PPN, farmers groups, and a myriad of others, we did cope, we did manage, and we will continue to do so. On behalf of Laois County Council, I pay tribute to you all. We will continue to support you and build on the efforts of 2020 so that we are in a better shape than ever before to give assistance to those who need it most in our community. Míle buchas fud a sucht de cuid obair imbliana agus tá súlagam go bhainfí sibh lán taitneamh as an oíche. Go raibh maith agaibh.
Good evening, everybody. In a year unlike any other, never has community spirit and voluntary effort been so important and valuable in sustaining all of our communities. In the year of a global pandemic, when the word volunteer has become so important to so many, Laois PPN wish to celebrate and recognise our community and voluntary groups. Now more than ever is a time to recognise and honour the heroes of local communities and voluntary groups across the county. With that in mind, Laois County Council, in partnership with Laois PPN, are holding the 11th Annual Community and Voluntary Awards, which is kindly sponsored again by People First Credit Union. While we may not be able to meet up in person, we can still be together apart and recognise those who deserve it most in a virtual event. The virtual awards ceremony will consist of 6 categories, which are Arts, Culture and Heritage, Healthy and Active Community, Children and Youth, Environment, Social Inclusion, Age Friendly and the Unsung Hero Award. And this accolade is awarded to an individual for significant contribution made by an individual to the life in their own local community and beyond. Laois Public Participation Network was established in 2015 and to date has nearly 600 groups registered as of this evening. They are representing community, social inclusion and environmental groups throughout the county. Laois PPN have been involved in the Laois Community Response Forum from the beginning, and this group coordinates the COVID-19 response between Laois County Council and the voluntary organisations. On behalf of Laois PPN, I wish you all a very enjoyable evening and the best of luck to all nominees.
Good evening. We are so delighted to return this year again as the main sponsor for the 2020 Laois Community and Voluntary Awards. A unique feature of People First Credit Union is our relationship with our members and the communities we serve. To foster that relationship in a strategic way, we have established a community sponsorship fund, which enables us to participate in worthwhile projects across our common bond. The aim of the Community Sponsorship Fund is to support long-term community engagement strategy like the Laois Community and Voluntary Awards. People First Credit Union is more than just a place for savings. It is a place for community, a place for support. We remain committed to our communities and continue to support many groups and organisations through our sponsorship budget every single year. This year, more than ever, we wanted to support you, our members, and give the honour and recognition to the heroes of our local community groups. We can only support community groups like this by you, our members, saving and borrowing with us. We encourage our members to also keep the community spirit of the credit union alive and strong by considering us for your loans so we can always give back to community groups like you. Thank you so much for what you do in our community. Community is our unity.
Before we commence proceedings, we would like to honour some special guests this evening. We welcome representatives from the community of Mountmellick, Nina Horan, Catherine Carney, Ger Lynch, Michael Feely and Paddy Buggy, who took part in the IPB All-Ireland Pride of Place competition earlier this year and in the online awards ceremony in November. Pride of Place is sponsored by Irish Public Bodies Insurances Limited and hosted by Cooperation Ireland under its Local Authority programme. The aim of the competition is to recognise initiatives taken by local communities to create pride in their area and to celebrate the vital contribution that community groups make to society. The competition focuses on people coming together to shape, enhance and enjoy all that is good about their area. This year's entry was a collaboration of 3 groups in Mountmellick. The group was collectively called Creatively Mountmellick and represented Yarn Bombing Mountmellick, Mountmellick Arts Centre and the Beal Centre Mountmellick. First up, Yarn Bombing Mountmellick. Their motto is, "We are an army and we've got yarn." Think surprise, think urban, think yarny street art, and that is Yarn Bombing Mountmellick, who knit and crochet pieces to temporarily cover items in the public domain. Annually, they reclaim Mountmellick to proclaim its wonderfully rich textiles heritage. They are a community arts group who tap into their innate respect for our industrial past in a 21st century fashion. For the festive season, the Yarny Wonderland is currently on display on the streets of Mountmellick. Mountmellick Community Arts Centre started life as a cinema built at the turn of the 1950s to the plans of architect Michael Scott. Having flourished for years, it closed in 1992. In 2000, the centre got a new lease of life with the help of fundraising and grants from the Council, Leader and the Department of Rural and Community Development. It has now been refurbished and hosts arts, cultural and social events, along with a new cinema, the Balcony Cinema. The Beal Centre, it's the latest development incorporating the Webmill Digital Hub, along with The Kitchens, which is home to artisan food producers. The Webmill is part of an initiation to become the remote working capital of Ireland. It provides a co-working space that fosters collaboration between entrepreneurs and endeavours to optimise the potential of Mountmellick as a place to live and work. The community of Mountmellick worked incredibly hard and represented their local area with great pride. Congratulations on representing your county at the National Awards. You did us proud. Now we present the Youth Volunteer Awards. Laois Youth Volunteers and Laois Young Creative Scheme 2020 was managed by Laois County Council in conjunction with Laois Partnership Company LOETB. Due to COVID-19, the summer of 2020 provided restricted work opportunities to college students during their college breaks and therefore provided fewer opportunities to students to further develop and demonstrate interpersonal and workplace skills. The Council introduced the scheme and, in conjunction with the Laois Volunteer Centre, reached out to existing local volunteer organisations and individuals to volunteer or participate in this scheme. This initiative sought to recognise volunteerism occurring amongst the 18 to 25-year-olds, encourage more people to volunteer from that age group, to recognise creative work being undertaken this summer amongst the 18 to 25-year-olds, to recognise local research work being undertaken this summer amongst the 18 to 25-year-olds, and also to encourage creative and research work and to provide platforms to capture and display these works, and to provide an appropriate recognition for CV purposes. In conjunction with this, a prize fund of €2,500 for research and creative projects and for the Young Volunteer of the Summer Award was included, and nominations for the awards were made by the sponsoring community or voluntary bodies. So, into our first award, which is the individual project in the arts sphere. And this prize goes to Lucy Deegan, who worked with Lugacurran Development Association and undertook a mural for the local parish hall, both design and painting, and stood out to the judges as Lucy undertook the entire project on her own from conception, design and execution. Congratulations, Lucy, for all your hard work and your dedication as well. Our second award is for Collaborative Project in the Arts Communications ICT First Prize, and the runner-up in this category is Edward O'Brien. Well done, Edward. It's for your work with Durrow Tidy Towns. Edward worked with the volunteers on the repainting of Durrow Basketball Court, and whilst this was a joint project, his was the most impressive application from any group, so well done, Edward. The winner then of the collaborative project in the Arts Communications ICT First Prize worked with Portlaoise Tidy Towns on the mural on Fortune's Corner. The judges were so impressed with their work that they were unable to separate the two. So, ladies and gentlemen, the joint winners are Alana Hussey and Dana Johnson. Congratulations to you both. Our third award is the Biodiversity Project. This project saw Lugacurran Development Tidy Towns cordon off an area for wildflowers. The volunteers then set to work doing maintenance, painting, litter picking, refurbishment of the old pump, and in addition cleaned and painted the kitchen. The runner-up in this award is Gráinne Lacey, and the winner is Aideen Murphy, who received first prize for a superbly presented application. Well done to you both. Our fourth award is for Local History and Research Project. This project, titled The History and Impact of the Famine on the Errol area, was completed as a voluntary project with Errol Tidy Towns. It is described as a detailed and impressive report produced by a research team as a group effort. This was the only history research project we received, and the judges were so impressed that they decided to combine and split the award equally among the group. So, congratulations then to the joint winners, Michelle Burke, Kathy Gilbraith, Jenny Gilbraith, Aisling O'Dea and Fiona O'Dea. Congratulations to you all. And so, to our final award in this section, it's the Youth Summer Volunteer of the Year Award. And the runner-up is Kate Miller, who worked with County Kildare Leaders Partnership and provided conversational English classes via Zoom with Direct Provision Centre residents. The judges commented on the huge amount of preparation work involved and highly commended Kate for her efforts. The winner of this award volunteers for 30 plus hours a week with Jack and Jill Charity Shop on an ongoing basis, and in addition volunteers 3 to 4 hours a week with Portlaoise Tidy Towns. He received outstanding praise for his commitment to Jack and Jill from the manager, Margaret Coleman. He was first to apply under the scheme and first to return a volunteer validation form. Ladies and gentlemen, the highly deserving winner of the Youth Summer Volunteer of the Year Award goes to John Byrne. Congratulations, John. All of our young volunteers are to be highly commended for the work they did this year. Congratulations to each and every one of you who undertook this valuable work over the summer. Now we move on to the main event of the evening, the annual Community and Voluntary Awards 2020. At this stage of proceedings, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our judges for adjudicating in the various categories. In the Arts, Culture and Heritage category, Muriel Tobin from Waterford PPN. In the Children and Youth category, Danielle Monaghan from Meath PPN. In the Environment category, Bridget Gagan of Westmeath PPN. In the Healthy and Active Community category, Bernard Higgins of Kildare PPN. In the Social Inclusion category, Helen Howes of Wicklow PPN. In the Age Friendly category, Breed Costello-Hines from Offaly PPN. And finally, adjudicating the Unsung Hero Award, Caroline Toll of Kerry PPN. All of the nominated groups in these categories must be complimented for displaying their ability on focusing on their strengths, assets and capacities within their groups during what was a very difficult year. The projects and nominations were varied, creative and innovative, and recognised the uniqueness of the area in which they were situated. But before we get into tonight's awards, let's take a look back at last year's evening. Now, on to the awards. As this is a virtual ceremony, we will not be announcing all the nominations, but in each case, I will name the category, the runner-up and the winner. Each runner-up in the category receives a prize of €250 and the winner receives €500. Certificates, which recognise the hard work and dedication of the volunteers, will be posted to all groups that were nominated. So, first up then, it's Arts, Culture and Heritage. This award recognises groups and organisations who enhance their local areas by conserving, protecting and promoting the arts, culture and heritage of their local community through collective creative activities. They allow people to participate and to feel ownership and creativity. They foster relationships and build trust within the communities in which they are situated. So the runner-up in this category, well, they're a vibrant and innovative group of young people aged 12 to 20. This year's runner-up is Mount Rath Youth Theatre. Congratulations! Mount Rath Youth Theatre provides young people with the opportunity to be themselves, grow in confidence and learn an appreciation of the arts in a creative way. And now to the winner in this category. The winners, well, they're a group who have displayed an excellent example of a hard-working, inclusive, diverse, fun and welcoming project. They foster a bond of friendships and create a space of equality and inclusion across all ages, abilities and backgrounds from the local and the wider community also. The group is also resilient and open to change, as was seen during the pandemic. Its commitment in supporting local business is and will continue to be a benefit to its local economy. So, congratulations to the winners in the Arts, Culture and Heritage category. It's Portlaoise Musical Society. The Society has a diverse membership totalling over 150 individuals, not only from Portlaoise, but from all corners of the county and neighbouring counties. 70 plus of those members, aged from 7 to 70, perform on stage, with the remainder fulfilling vital roles as carpenters, set designers, costume designers, makeup artists, lighting and sound technicians, all sourced from within the community, and nearly all giving their time and skills voluntarily. It brings a wide diversity of people and talents together, all with the one aim of putting together a show that will promote arts, culture and heritage in the community. Next up then, it's our Healthy and Active Community. This award recognises groups and organisations that encourage a healthy community by promoting positive environments and initiatives that support and encourage physical activity, healthy lifestyles and a sense of community connection. The runner-up in this category is a group who have worked hard together to achieve the completion of their 2-year project, a walking track around the GAA field. This track is giving people a safe place to walk or run and is used day and night. Balacolla Tidy Towns, congratulations! And now to the winner in this category. Any of the groups could have won this award, but what stood out for the judges was the winner's support of people with disabilities, specifically by the acquiring of wheelchair accessible equipment, diversity of activities, including litter pick, walking and cycling, and their plans to complete the development of the Blue Way from Boston Bridge to Durrow. And the winner of the Laois Community and Voluntary Award 2020 in the Healthy and Active Community category is Wooden Bridge Paddlers Association. Planning permission was granted in June 2020 for the development of a 7.2 kilometres Blue Way trail on the River Erkana. A wheelchair accessible boat was bought in 2020 and canoes are available to families and individuals. We wish them every success in the coming year and consider them worthy winners of the Healthy and Active Community Award. Congratulations! And now, Children and Youth. This award recognises groups and organisations who have a positive impact on the lives of children and young people. The runner-up in this category is a group that offers varied year-round programmes which encourage young people to safely get out and get active. They run a Fit for Life League every year, which visits local communities around the area. This year, this event was run virtually and resulted in people across the country taking part in the competition specifically aimed at young people. There's a 4K for over 12s and a 1K race for those under 12. The runner-up is St Albans Athletic Club. Congratulations! And now to the winner in this category. This group has demonstrated to a very high standard that they are a well-established and inclusive group. They use technology and social media in innovative ways to connect and engage young people in music and performance. This has ensured that the group has had a positive impact on the local and the wider community. This group should be very proud of their efforts, especially for playing their part in community well-being. And the winner of the Laois Community and Voluntary Award in the Children and Youth category is Spink Cultus. Over the past 10 years, Spink Cultus has consistently provided opportunities for young people to develop life skills in music and performance which build confidence and social skills. Spink Cultus has continued to provide opportunities to its junior members to learn music cost-effectively via its comprehensive instrument bank, and opportunities to perform in public as well via Spinks's social media platforms. Congratulations! Now on to environment. This award recognises groups and organisations working to enhance and develop their community and/or their locality from a social or environmental perspective and create a sense of pride and inclusivity in their area. The runner-up in this category is a group whose work over the last 40 years has helped make its town great. By working in the community with the local schools, businesses, other clubs and organisations, this group have made their town a better place to live. So, Clonaslee Tidy Towns, congratulations! And now to the winner in this category. The winner of the Laois Community and Voluntary Award 2020 in the Environment category is Irish Wildlife Trust Laois Offaly branch. Their application has detailed and demonstrated a real central focus on the environment and climate action. They are actively working with a myriad of groups, including Abbey Leaks Bog Project, Men's Sheds, Birdwatch Ireland Local Branch, local business, clubs, youth and families, and communities to achieve shared conservation goals with a sense of pride and inclusiveness. Their work with wildflower seed harvesting and planting of wildflower meadows in residential areas is to be commended, as is its work towards implementation of All Ireland Pollinators Plan, including the planting of 6,000 bulbs and distribution of 12,000 native Irish trees with a partner charity to Tidy Towns groups across Laois. The Badger Club for Children and Families to discover and appreciate the joys of nature is a very worthy, notable, inclusive, environment-driven project, which also sounds great fun, while building knowledge and understanding of both the environment and climate action in young people. Their work in removing invasive species demonstrates a clear understanding and appreciation for the need to preserve and maintain sensitive habitats within clear environment and climate action goals. Well done and keep up the good work. Next, it's the Award for Social Inclusion. This award recognises groups or organisations that actively work in a supportive role in their communities and whose aim is to minimise social exclusion and or help to improve the quality of life for socially excluded groups. The runner-up in this category is a group that are described as innovative in their focus on community involvement. This branch has been in existence for the last 25 years and is the principal organisation in Laois looking after the needs of people with Down syndrome in Laois all over that time. And the runner-up is Down Syndrome Ireland Laois branch. Congratulations to you. And now to the winner in this category. This group was established in 2016. Its members include Laois Partnership, Laois County Council, Laois PPN, the HSE, LAO ETB, Clúid Housing, Presentation Sisters, Coltus, Youth Work Ireland, Rahman House Mosque, Port Laois Parish, Laois Library Services, Laois Lithuanian, Syrian, Polish and African communities, Dignity Partnership, members of local Laois community and other migrant representatives, ensuring a collective approach which promotes integration, celebrates diversity and challenges racism and discrimination in all forms. And the winner of the Laois Community and Voluntary Award 2020 in the Social Inclusion category is Laois Integration Network. Lynn is volunteer-led and is the only intra-agency forum in County Laois that has a specific focus on migrant integration. Members come from local service providers, the local Irish community and from migrant and local Irish communities. Lynn has run several events to promote integration in Laois in 2018 and 2019, including Intercultural Culture Night, seminar on Laois as a place of sanctuary, Diverse Voices of Laois, and Christmas parties for children in local direct provision centres. Lynn members have been actively involved in the development of Laois First Integration Strategy, which was launched in the summer of 2019. So, congratulations! And now time for the Age Friendly Award. This category recognises those groups and organisations who help to create an inclusive, equitable society in which older people can live full, active, valued and healthy lives. The judges concentrated on nominees in this category and commended them for the fantastic work and service they provide to their respective communities. The runner-up in this category is described by the judges as deserving of recognition of the great work they do, and it was a very close decision. This group deliver meals all year round to local and surrounding areas and work alongside local doctors, the HSE and others. So, congratulations to Portarlington Social Services Meals on Wheels. Well done to you all. And now to the winner in this category. And the winner of the Laois Community and Voluntary Award 2020 in the age-friendly category is Borison Ossory Social Services. This group work continuously for the community of Borison Ossory, providing meals on wheels, laundry services, chiropody services and lots more, calling on those who live alone and helping immigrants settle into the community. They are very deserving winners, so congratulations. And now we come to the final award of the evening, the Unsung Hero Award. This accolade is awarded for significant contribution made by an individual to life in their own local community and beyond. We received several nominations for the Unsung Hero Award. People who selflessly and quietly give of their time and dedication, expecting nothing in return except the reward of improvement of life in their community. I think you'll agree that they are all heroes in their own right. One of the nominations contained a story that was a true reflection of the person he nominated, and I hope he doesn't mind us borrowing it. It goes like this. A man was walking along the beach and throwing starfish that are stranded on the sand back into the ocean. Another man approaches and says, "Why are you wasting your time? Surely you can see there are hundreds of starfish on the beach. You can't possibly make a difference." In reply, the man picks up a starfish, throws it into the ocean and says, "I made a difference to that one." All of our unsung heroes make that difference. And because they are exceptional individuals, we would like to tell you a little more about each of the nominees. First, Dolores Murray. Dolores is a person who has worked tirelessly in her community. The nomination form, which ran to several pages, is a clear testament to the vast range of activities in which she organises, volunteers and assists in her community. This individual is a true pillar of her community. Ger Brown. Well, Ger has worked tirelessly with both Portlaoise AFC, underage teams and Football for All. He is hugely committed to his players and, as a coach, makes a lasting difference to his community. Ger received no less than 5 nominations. Michael Gorman. Michael has made a huge impact on the community in Laois through his promotion of the disability sector and Down Syndrome Ireland Laois branch in particular, and is now in his 6th year as chair for the branch. Ned Kelly, described as the backbone of Laois senior athletics, coaching over the past 40 years, has made a significant contribution to sport in Laois, in particular with his work with basketball. Described as an ambassador for his sport and a person who is changing lives one at a time. Peter Lawler is a postman in Killinard and is a very important part of the community. During the lockdown, he delivered vital medicine and food in addition to his regular rounds. He also coaches several soccer teams and has contributed greatly to the fabric of community life in Killinard. James Ryan, known as Jimmy, is involved in some way on every committee in Shanahoe and has made a massive impact on the community. Described as always willing to get stuck in, Jimmy is another worthy nominee. Des Thornton. Well, Des is nominated for his outstanding work with the Order of Malta. Des coordinates all of the Order of Malta work, and his willingness to help all members of the community is evident on a daily basis. Noel Rest is described as the go-to man in his area of Mount Rath and a hero to us all by his nominator. Noel has truly made a difference in his community. So, what did the judges say? Well, here's what they said. County Laois can rest assured that even in this time of COVID, it has a strong community resilience. This can clearly be seen from all of the community activists who were nominated for the Unsung Hero section of the Laois Community and Voluntary Awards 2020. The nominees displayed their knowledge, passion and own time to develop long and lasting change within their community. Their ability, their energy, their commitment and heart to respond to the needs within the community is clearly evidenced. It is their commitment and enthusiasm that has driven many projects forward, which have impacted on individuals and the wider community. It was an extremely difficult section to adjudicate, as the calibre and strength of the individuals nominated is clearly seen by those who put their names forward. And we wish all the unsung heroes who were nominated for this section the very best, as these are our shining lights, the role models for others to follow. They are the change we want to see in the world. But now to the winner of the Unsung Hero Award 2020. And the winner is Noel Rest. So congratulations to you, Noel, and you receive this lovely commemoration for your award. Well done. Noel is from Kiln Lane in the town of Mount Rath and plays a huge role in his community. Noel, his wife and family were one of the first tenants in Kiln Lane. Many residents have come and gone, and Noel has helped each and every one in some way. He was lead volunteer in the 1916 commemoration. He's represented his estate, Kiln Lane, in the National Pride of Place Awards in 2017, which they subsequently won. Noel has served on the committees of both churches in Mount Rath. He volunteers with the Irish Heart Foundation, Laois Hospice, the Irish Kidney Association and the Wheelchair Association. He has also served on the local secondary school committee, as well as volunteering with Special Olympics Ireland. Noel and his wife have fostered nearly 20 children over 16 years. During these hard times, Noel goes out every Saturday morning. He plants trees, fixing anything that needs to be fixed, and he picks up litter and helps his community out in any way he can. His daughter was asked to write a piece to capture his involvement in the community over the years, and she said, "My earliest memories of Dad? Helping others. He was always building something or fixing something for someone and never asked for anything in return. He always told me it was better to help someone if you are able to. Then, if you ever need help yourself, it will come." Here is Noel's daughter, Fiona.
My name is Fiona and I'm Noel's daughter. Delighted to get an opportunity to say a few words about him. He's definitely one in a million. One of my earliest memories of Daddy, I suppose, is his ability to fix everything. There was always people coming to the door and off he'd go, whether it was to repair a broken window in a school, build a stage in a hall, whatever it was, off he'd go, and of course he'd fix it. He's also been part of many committees, board of managements. He's volunteered for so many organisations, including the Heart Foundation, Cancer Society. He was involved with Ireland's Special Olympics and got to go to America, which was definitely one of the highlights of his life. Another thing Daddy's probably known for is going to funerals. He's very social, but he also feels that going to a funeral is the least you can do for the family involved, and he's just a wonderful person to be with at a funeral because he has this unique ability to know what to say and how to put everyone at ease and help people feel better. He'd even managed to get in a bit of humour. Another thing Daddy did that he hated was donating blood, which he did for years. And he absolutely was terrified of needles, but he would go every chance he got because he always felt it was for the greater good and someone would benefit from it. And that kind of sums up Daddy, anything to help somebody else. Of course, his role for me is as my dad, but also the granddad to my 4 boys. But not only that, himself and my long-suffering mother, who's been married to her for the last 46 years, they fostered over 20 children, and every child that came into the house, they adored and loved as much as they loved the 3 of us. I think the hardest part for Daddy was when they had to leave. He would have just kept every single child that he ever came involved with. It's impossible to sum up everything about Daddy, especially in just a couple of minutes, but I am so delighted and proud that he's my dad, and myself and my brother and sister. And he has such wonderful neighbours and friends that put him forward for this. So thank you so much to all of you that nominated him. Daddy, I love you so much and happy birthday.
So congratulations to Noel and his family. Now, just before we come to the end of this evening's proceedings, on behalf of Laois County Council, Laois PPN and People First Credit Union, I'd like to sincerely thank everybody involved for their assistance in making these awards possible. Gur míle maith agaibh arís. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the evening. Congratulations to you all as well, and take care. Good night.